The coin market cap is used to summarize everything that is said in this movie. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my station to get more XRP news and news about cryptocurrencies in general. Look at this now. Wave's Brad Garlinghouse says that the legal fight with the SEC is over. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, said that the company's long legal fight with the SEC is about to end. In a recent interview, he made a vague reference to the idea that Ripple and the SEC will finally work out their differences at the private meeting on July 25th. The SEC and Ripple have had different ideas for years about whether or not XRP, the digital product that Ripple uses, is a security. Just recently, a judge agreed with Brad that XRP is not a security, which is something he has always said. The person who said that the subject should never have been politicized was that person. On several times, Brad has said that he doesn't agree with Joe Biden's view on cryptocurrencies. I said that the rules were not clear in a statement I made 5 years ago. It's been 5 years since the Securities and Exchange Commission sued him, and things are still not clear. He also said that Gary Gensler, head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, would have to do it. What Gensler thinks is that everything is a digital defense. Even though the judges have turned him down many times, he keeps fighting. When asked about his talks with Vice President Joe Biden's administration, Brad talked about a recent crypto roundtable that took place in Washington, D.C. Both Democrats and Republicans were there. He said it was good to see that they took the time to listen to the business world, that the company's case in court with the SEC is over. He wrote that the talk was a step in the right way. As chairman of the SEC, Mount Gary Gensler speaks, Mia Atlas. This is true even though Democrats have been slower than Republicans to adopt cryptocurrency. Brad also said that today is the anniversary of the day that XRP was publicly declared not to be a security. He said that was very important for the business. However, even so, we can't keep going to court over every coin. We need rules that are easy to understand. Brad also talked about international crypto laws, saying that a number of countries have set up systems for regulating coins. The fact that the United States of America can't do the same is disappointing. He said, it's been over 3 years and cost more than $150 million we went to court and fought. Different legal problems are stopping us from moving forward while other countries are making progress. One of the new laws he talked about in his statement was the FIT-21 Act, which has been passed by the House of Representatives and is now being looked at by the Senate. Brad said that people are changing their minds on both sides of the aisle. Another thing he talked about was how J.D. Vance has shown support for cryptocurrencies. He also said that Vance had put forward bills that the Senate could look over. On the other hand, he said that about Gensler, there was a fight between Gensler and crypto, which is the office of the currency manager. And some parts of the banking world have been against crypto. This doesn't help us either. The following is what Brad said about the benefits of having clear regulatory systems. In the United States, the internet did very well because there were clear rules in place in the late 1990s. For crypto, we need the same thing since we don't know for sure. He thinks that business people in the city will keep going to other countries. The vast majority of people who work in the Bitcoin field want to follow the rules. We have asked that the rules be made clearer. Hiring more lawyers to file more cases is not the answer to the problem. Brad was asked about his current situation with the CC and specifically asked if there are any settlement talks going on. He replied, I am unable to comment on that particular matter, but we expect an answer to come up very soon. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, is hopeful that his company will soon be done with its long fight with the Securities and Exchange Commissions. Some people think that the company will announce a deal next week after meeting with the SEC behind closed doors. That is, it's possible that both sides have hit a point where a settlement is possible. Ripple could announce the deal after a meeting with the SEC behind closed doors, which is thought to be very important in deciding how the case will end. XRP's price movement was limited by legal confusion and being left out of the bull run. Before, CNF said that the SEC had pushed back its meeting to July 25th, which gave people more hope for a settlement in the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. The expected settlement news is expected to have a big effect on the price of XRP on the market. The fact that XRP was not included in the 2021 bull run, and there are legal questions surrounding it, have both slowed its price rise. The outcome of the lawsuit is also being closely watched by authorities and industry experts, as it could have an effect on how cryptocurrencies are regulated in the future. The impending settlement has improved XRP's performance, breaking through several local resistance levels and leading some experts to predict more price growth based on technical analysis. XRP is worth about $5,901 right now, which is 10 cents more than it was 7 days ago. It quickly went over the $0.60 mark before going back to where it is now. Also, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has already said that he believes the company can compete with Swift and become a world leader in transfers. This continued trust, along with what the court is likely to decide, may help Ripple's standing in the cryptocurrency market. The price of XRP has gone up a lot in the last few days because of what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said. He said that the company's long-running legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission might be getting closer to a settlement. Whether or not Ripple is currently in settlement negotiations with the SEC was a question that Garlinghouse did not answer in a recent interview with Bloomberg. In spite of this, he was hopeful that the remaining court issues would be resolved very soon. In a recent article written to mark the first anniversary of XRP's victory ruling from the U.S. court, the chief legal officer of Ripple said something similar. During the whole conversation, Alderati kept saying that the Securities and Exchange Commission will not appeal the court's decision that XRP is not an asset. Along with these positive feelings, there has been a rise in the number of users active on the XRP side. Thursday was the best day ever for sentiment, the amount of active addresses, and the creation of new addresses. In more detail, the report said that 1,721 new XRP wallets were created on Thursday, July 18th. This is the most wallets that have been created since March 30th. The study also found that on the same day, 47,363 different addresses talked to each other on the XRP network. This is the most addresses talking to each other since March 9th. According to what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said in a recent interview with Bloomberg, he thought that the court battle his company was having with the SEC would be over very soon. The information given is not meant to be taken as trade advice. Any purchases made based on the information on this page are not the responsibility of the people who made them. Before making any investment decisions, you should definitely do your own study and talk to a professional who knows what they're talking about.